Hey everybody, welcome back to Podcast and Such, where we are watching Mob Psycho 100 Season 3. I'm Jay.
And I'm Luke.
Today we'll be covering Season 3, Episode 8, Transmission 2, Encountering the Unknown.
Indeed.
Sure did. Yeah, so wrapping up the little arc about aliens here.
Yeah, this one was better than the last one.
Yeah, you like this one a little better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
I like, we kind of got a nice, fake out, at least twice of, hey, maybe it's okay, and maybe the aliens were the friends we made along the way.
Yeah.
But then they turned out to be real.
Yeah, but even weirder than them, turning out to be real, where they kind of, hung out at the end.
Yeah.
Was basically just a whole anime short story at the end.
Yeah, so that was told through 4 or 5 omake. I can send you those pages.
Okay.
And those were told, after chapters, that would cap off the chapter after that. So I was wondering if they were going to even animate it at all. But yeah, it is a bizarre little story. And they really went wild with animating those backgrounds and all that.
Yeah, it looked like an anime movie.
It did. They just were like, you know what, we're gonna do it. This
Doing the most.
doing the most. I mean, well, because this episode was let me find that director's name real quick. This episode was directed by Hakuyu Go, and we've seen his work before on the show in season 2, episode 5. That was all the Mogami stuff, that really fluid, kind of off-model animation that he likes to do.
Mm-hmm.
So he directed and storyboarded this episode.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked really good.
Yeah. It's a really nice looking episode. Really a lot of naturalistic shots and whatnot.
Yeah.
Luke's looking at all the omake here.
Kind of bizarre how much worse it looks in the manga.
Well, I mean, because these are just a joke. They decided to pretty it up for the anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
so
they're really
crazy.
prettied it up.
That was such a turn I did not expect.
Yeah, this is some of the most surprising stuff that happens in the whole show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only did they show up, which was weird.
But they abducted Inukawa.
Yeah, they abducted Inikawa right at the end.
Yeah.
And he has this whole they gave him the outro.
Yeah, they give him the whole outro to tell that story, and he became a hero.
The juxtaposition also was very, very funny to me when, we have this outro where Inakawa spends perhaps years with an alien colony and away from home and unable to communicate with anyone. And, he's having this existential crisis. And then, the preview for next episode starts playing and it's really somber and sad, and it's like, Tsubomi's transferring.
I guess it does show how small our problems here are. It is a fun juxtaposition. So according to the manga here, he was gone for 10 days.
Okay.
But either way, he was only gone for the battery life of his video game console in both the anime and the manga.
Yeah, I noticed that, the console died.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure I mean, a console can only last a couple of hours.
Yeah. But apparently this one's got a battery life of like a week or so or something.
Oh yeah, look, Omake day 10. So
And yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so day
So he
10 is
was
when it
only
got
gone 10 days.
now, but the anime could be more. I've seen people point out that his hair was like longer at some point and all that, but I don't know. And it
Yeah,
might be one of those time distortion sort of things. Who knows what the gravity is like on their planet or whatever,
sure.
you know.
Sure.
So maybe he was there for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The alien design was kind of wild too.
Yeah. I like that reveal of them in the manga as well. I like that they went shoujo in this shonen anime.
Yeah.
Just have these big old anime eyes.
Big old anime eyes. That was kind of weird.
Yeah. Well, it's to be otherworldly and strange looking,
Mhm.
off-putting. They made them like a little cuter in the anime, a little smoother, a little more like they're a little more top heavy here in the manga. Much bigger heads
Yeah.
compared to their bodies.
I mean, they just drew him better.
Who here has the bachelor's in fine arts? Oh, just me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because just going back to their journey up this mountain. I
Mhm.
almost feel like how pretty all this looks almost works against that. This was kind of supposed to be kind of a miserable hike up this mountain, and everybody's kind of having a bad time
Uh-huh.
until they get to the top. It being
Yeah.
so pretty almost works a little bit against it, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I did get I got the impression that the difficulty of the journey was more around what's her name? Tome?
Tell me, yeah.
Around Tome just being ungrateful.
Well, I mean, the thing is, her clubmates have not taken her seriously these
Right.
past like 2 or so years,
Mhm.
and she's really worried about that.
Sure.
This reminds me of the many trips we've all been on with family trips, and I remember the one where we all got rained on really hard, and you were
Uh-huh.
just like, "Yeah, I just want to go."
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the way,
yeah, yeah.
like it's kind of like that.
Yeah, I mean it's an immature sort of thing and that makes
Yeah,
sense, you
yeah,
know. I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying
yeah.
that's sort of the difficulty of the journey was more internal, was more
Hmm.
had to do with i- interpersonal struggles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
than
definitely.
it
Well,
being
and
really hard to hike.
yeah. Well, yeah, it's a communications arc, and they weren't quite all communicating with each other well until the
Right.
end there.
And they're lost, and yeah, that lack of orientation on the
Mhm.
path itself kind of adds to the interpersonal struggle.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it was cool.
Mhm.
And yeah, I got the impression several times that it was just going to be a lesson learned in friendship, that sort of thing.
Yeah, friendship and working hard. Reagan's all like, "All right, guys, let's pack it in. Y'all tried your best. Good
Yeah.
job, everybody, and working hard even when you get no results. That's fine too. Let's leave." And then mom's just like, "But what about the UFO sightings? We
Yeah.
can we can still find."
Yeah, Reagan was very cool in this episode as well.
Yeah, he's really stepping up as the chaperone
I
here.
like they threw in the joke about 10 years driving experience.
Yeah. They threw in that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't. There's a term I saw. I'll have to like find the tweet I saw about it. There's a term called being a uh, paper driver or something like that. Like you have a
Mhm.
license, but you never use it
Oh, okay.
in
Yeah.
Japanese or something, and that's like what the text on the screen had said or whatever,
Oh, that's what it said on the screen?
or something similar to that, or what? I don't know.
Gotcha. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that moment with Inukawa, with him talking to Tomei and them being like, "Oh, dude, whoa, don't get mad or else the UFOs won't come." And he's just like, "What did you just?" And Tomei's like mad and saying, "Well, are you trying to make fun of me?" And he's like, "What did you just say to me? We're here for you."
What did you just say?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That's a good panel.
It is a very good I like that joke a lot. One, it's also got, the hallmarks of fan translations that they always go a little bit harder with the language.
Oh, this is a fan translation?
Yeah, probably. I mean, yeah, that's where I found it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought, like, all
They
this was
only have 9 out of 16
available
volumes available, in
in the
official.
US?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
9 out of 16, man.
Why?
I don't know, and they've been doing this for years. I don't know why they're translating it so slow.
It feels like a problem. It's not a very complex script.
I don't know. I don't know how they're cranking out Shonen Jump weekly and then this every couple of months.
And, like, another interesting thing is that, a lot of the translation work's apparently been done for the show.
Yeah, it's already done for the show, and the script's very, very similar. But I don't know how much borrowing you can do like that. I don't know if they've ever adapted a manga from an anime script. I don't. It's two different companies that would be doing this. Dark Horse has nothing to do with Crunchyroll.
Sure, sure. All I'm saying is that it hasn't taken Funimation that long
Yeah.
to translate these chapters.
Yeah, I don't know why Dark Horse is dragging their feet on translating Mob Psycho 100. And the funny thing is, they've translated the spin-off manga volume, and that's set after the series.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Is this show it's not very popular, is it?
It's pretty darn popular. I don't
Yeah,
know
like,
about the manga though.
I know anime heads like it.
It's fairly popular. Like, well, I had told you about the trailer hitting like 1 million views within the day or whatever.
Yeah, but it's like I'm having the experience of any time I talk to someone who likes anime or whatever,
Uh-huh.
I go, "Yeah, me and my sister record a podcast about Mob Psycho
That's it.
100." And
Yeah.
they're like, "What's that?"
Oh, okay. It depends on what circle you're talking to, I guess. I mean,
There's some weebs I've been talking to, okay?
okay, like what are they watching right now? Chainsaw Man or something or
Um, the one girl I talked to was like, um, she was wearing like a Bleach t-shirt and stuff, and she's like younger. She's like 20s, early 20s,
yeah.
and like Fairy Tale and Demon Slayer and
Okay, yeah. Demon Slayer's kind of the hotness right now, or at least was.
yeah,
Fairy Tale, I think the peak of popularity was like a while ago for that.
yeah. The person I talked to who liked Fairy Tale, I think they've been a fan for a long time. So
Oh yeah. Well, I think it's had spin-offs, but I think the main series, so I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is any people I've encountered, I guess the people I'm encountering at college are a lot younger than me and even you. So
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's just that this is such a well, it's fairly new in the grand timeline of things.
yeah,
You know, everybody loves My Hero Academia right now, and that's been around since like 2014, 2016, the anime, I'm pretty sure, is when that came
yeah,
out, which is around when Mob came out, the anime, not the manga.
right. And My
Um,
Hero Academia is already much more prolific and well received.
yeah. That's the big thing here in America. But like I told you, there's like all these pop-up shops and stuff in Japan for Mob Psycho 100. They're
Oh, sure.
constantly putting out stuff. So yeah, I think it's like the people who like Mob Psycho love it.
Right.
So it's got a very passionate and loud fan base, but maybe not a very big fan base in
Right, right.
comparison to Shonen Jump manga. That's the stuff that gets big here, is anything that is in Jump.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So My Hero, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Chainsaw Man looks cool.
I read all the manga already. I haven't watched it. It's only 100 chapters. It's only a little bit over 100 chapters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ripped through it, huh?
I did, and I don't think I processed all of it. I probably should have slowed down, but there was a day where I had hurt my shoulder working out one time,
Uh-huh.
and there's a day where I was like, it's too close to bed to like take I don't know. It was just there was a day where I just didn't feel like editing the podcast. I didn't feel like doing anything other than reading manga that day. So I read like the
Okay.
last 50 chapters.
Dang.
Yeah. Well, and
Just
again, those are
blitzed
like
through it.
16 pages, they're not very long chapters.
Yeah, that's a lot of manga.
Yeah, well, there's apparently I haven't hit this cap ever when reading on the Shonen Jump app, but you can only read 100 chapters a day.
Oh, wow.
There's a hard limit. Yeah.
Why would they do that?
I don't know why they put a cap on it. It's strange.
Is that the free or paid?
This the paid.
They cap the paid?
Yeah, they cap the paid. I'm pretty sure I've heard they cap it at 100.
So weird.
Yeah, it's weird to cap it. I don't understand why they would
If
cap it
I'm
for the paid. Yeah.
if I'm paying, $10 or whatever a month
I'm
to
paying $2 a month.
$2,
Yeah.
that's
It's a
not bad.
really good deal, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Either way, it's like if
Yeah.
you're paying for access to something, it's like really weird to cap that access.
It really is. It's very strange.
Especially if it's not costing them anything for a person to read over 100 chapters a day.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the go outside and touch grass cap, you know?
Maybe, but it's like I don't understand.
Yeah.
That seems like a weird thing to do.
Yeah.
It only punishes like hardcore fans.
I guess I don't know.
Is
Like I said,
there an extra pay option to, if you pay $5, is there no cap?
I don't think there's any tiers. It's just a flat subscription.
Huh.
And basically, so if I were to cancel my subscription right now, I would
Mhm.
have not sponsored, by the way. Uh, I would have access to every new chapter of stuff that comes out
Uh-huh.
because those are free.
Okay.
But it's the backlogs that are paid.
Yeah. Seems stupid.
Yeah, I don't know. I like it. It's given me a lot of access to a lot of manga, so it's nice.
No. I mean, that sounds
Yeah.
good. The limit sounds stupid.
Yeah, the limit's weird. I don't know, and that's what I've heard. I think I've only heard a couple people. Or did you cap one day? I can't remember. What? I'd have to check.
Yeah.
I'll go to something and just keep flicking through
Yeah.
and see if it'll make me hit a cap.
Yeah, click through all of Chainsaw Man, and then
Yeah. And see if it hits the count. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's got a 100 chapter limit. I've heard people talk about it before.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, what if there was a limit on like Spotify or Apple Music?
Yeah, that'd be bad.
That'd be
That'd be
stupid.
bad.
Even if it was absurdly high.
Yeah, just having a cap at all is kind of strange.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Well,
Very.
there's our tangent for the day.
Yeah. We have to have one. Man, what one small short tangent here. I used to listen to a Gravity Falls podcast
Okay.
that it was almost only tangents. It was
Yeah.
these two guys who were friends, and I guess they just hadn't talked to each other much since high school or something. So most of the show was just listening to them telling childhood anecdotes.
Yeah.
And they only stayed on topic for they decided to talk about The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And that was the only episode where they actually talked about the piece of media they were supposed to talk about for the entire episode.
That's the goal. That's what we're trying to transition towards.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, what else to talk about with the episode? I don't think they made it super clear that Reagan crashed into that tree. Um,
Oh yeah, I get that.
yeah, they didn't make that very clear, in my opinion. Here's the, in the manga.
You just got the chapters loaded up and ready to go, huh?
Oh yeah, I did that right before this. I went and took all the things that were different or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he crashed the rental car.
Okay.
And they didn't make that very clear in the anime to me. I mean, he was kind of checking out the bumper in that one shot or
Yeah.
whatever, but they didn't make it super clear.
He didn't yell, "I crashed the rental car."
Yeah, you didn't yell, "I crashed the rental car." Sometimes you need somebody to just say that, you know?
Yeah. So was that when Mob threw up?
Yeah, that's when Mob threw up, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I got the impression that Mob's vomiting was the problem.
Yeah, I think it was a little both, little column A, column B, you know?
Yeah,
Crashing the car, Mob's throwing up, everybody's having a bad time.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It's like the anime is really, really superior in every way. You know?
I will destroy you. The
It's just
manga has such a different vibe. I love it.
but it's just so strange
Mhm.
to miss little things like that, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that in the manga, Bob tells everybody, "Listen, I'm built different because I'm in the Body Improvement Club. I can help Tomei walk up this mountain.
Interesting.
I'm so much better than all y'all because I left." And then Tomei's like,
I
"Stop
do
rubbing
body
in."
improvement.
Yeah. Well, and then Tomei's like, "Stop rubbing in the fact that the reason our club is broken up is because you joined the Body Improvement Club."
Right. That's good times. They made that a little more emotional in the show.
Yeah, a little bit more.
It was more Mob was trying to lend a helping hand, and
Yeah.
she was that sort of spurred her on, you know, because
Yeah. I can do it myself.
she just wants to spite everybody.
Yeah.
That's just kind of her
Yeah.
mode of operation.
Yeah. I mean, Mom's trying to be helpful here, and but he's also like, guys, I do body improvement. I'm improving myself, and I want everybody to know that.
Mhm. Right.
Yeah.
I liked Reagan's trying to pretend like he has a special power
Oh
for
yeah,
like,
he's like, I can read auras. And
yeah, I can read
Takanaki's
auras.
just like, oh, this guy is just kind of good at reading people.
Yeah, yeah, I love that.
He's wildly good at reading people.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like that scene a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like again, a lot of fake outs with maybe the UFO thing was fake, but actually
Yeah.
the sightings were real. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then they really expanded upon the whole that visit with the aliens was a little shorter in the manga. It was almost like just like 2 pages or something of them just kind of hanging out and chatting, and then giving them the gifts of their
Hmm.
scarves and watches. uh,
And in his pajama shirt.
and the pajama shirt that he had been wearing under his clothes that entire time.
And then Tomei's just like, oh, they'll just take anything.
Yeah, they'll just take whatever. And then, I like that the anime expanded upon that with the whole they started to mass produce the shirt because I guess the
Yeah.
aliens all liked it that much.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird kind of that they just like hung out and ate snack foods.
Yeah, I guess it was kind of to be like, guess we're all not so different. Everybody just kind of hangs out and plays cards and eats snacks.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Kind of weird, kind of strange.
Yeah, a little strange, yeah. And then I like Reagan over here, like, man, I gotta pay late fees on this rental car. I feel like that would be me if I met aliens or whatever. I'd still be like, man, I got what to do in a couple of days.
Reagan is a shrewd businessman.
He is, yeah. He's all business, all grind. I mean,
All grind.
because he wasn't like, man, I could be grinding right now.
Hmm. Rise and grind.
But he's being a chaperone today.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, overall, was a good payoff for that little 2-episode arc.
Yeah, it's a nice fun little detour because so I guess I'll say this because they released one final like trailer.
Uh-huh.
We are about to head into the final arc.
Yeah, the end game.
Yeah, this is the end game.
Yeah. And so we're
And
gonna
then
spend an episode on how Tomei's, or not Tomei,
Tsubomi.
Tsubomi is moving.
Yeah, that's like emotionally important to Mob.
Yeah, incredible.
Anyway, it's all leading to things. So
Okay.
yeah, so we're heading into the end game with that. The next
Okay.
episode is called Mob on Indeed.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the naming convention of the next arc, it seems.
Mob. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
I can't say I
Anything
care at all about this Tsubomi thing.
yeah, but Mob does. So remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, so anything you want to speculate on, anything you want to see in this final arc?
It'd be cool if Tsubomi did something
Yeah.
that I cared about. That'd be great.
Okay, so
You know?
Tsubomi doing something.
Doing something,
Yeah.
being significant,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah.
It's like Tsubomi's transferring. Oh no. Your life
Yeah.
is gonna be mostly the same because of how little you interact with her in this show.
But he doesn't want it to be the same.
Sure.
Yeah, so and so because of the Inukawa Omakes, I actually like read a little bit ahead this time.
Uh-huh.
to read the omake, and then when I finished them, I was like, or I'll read up to this or that part or whatever, and I had to like stop myself,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think I read up to what I think will be episode 10 or so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm not sure what we're gonna do for the final arc.
And let's keep it that way. Yay.
It's like there doesn't seem to be any loose ends to tie up.
Mhm.
You know?
Well, you know how Mob has only had one goal this entire show.
To be popular?
To tell Saboe how he feels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So just do that, I guess.
Yeah. That's been his only goal. Because Mob doesn't have many dreams or ambition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which hasn't made him super interesting.
I think the last 2 seasons he got a little more to do. But almost
Yeah.
all his goals have been very, very short term. It's been very oh, my brother's kidnapped. Oh, the tree's happening. Oh, the world's getting taken over. It's very, very
Yeah.
short term goals for him, very immediate.
Yeah.
And so we're kind of seeing, right now a Mob kind of adrift,
Yeah. Yeah, I guess maybe that's one thing I don't really get a ton out of as far as Mob goes is
Mhm.
he's not like a very principled character,
Mm.
you know? Like he's not operating from a set of like um diligent principles that are being assailed by any sort of entity.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what episode 5 of season 1 was about. Him and Teru, and him having his whole don't use psychic powers on people thing.
Yeah.
So that was really tested in that season a lot.
Mm.
Yeah, I guess there hasn't been a lot of that this season.
Yeah. Pretty much none. I mean,
Yeah.
besides this vague idea that like brainwashing people is bad, but like that
Yeah.
was pretty like socially acceptable. That wasn't like
Yeah. Not a hard thing to fight for.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's like putting
Yeah.
that's like putting Nazis in your novel and being like someone's got to stop these Nazis.
Yeah. Yeah, so he hasn't been highly tested this season like he has the past 2,
Yeah.
figuring things out, but
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
felt kind of drifty this season.
it was a little bit of a drifty season in a lot of ways.
We're just kind of drifting around. Not a lot of cares in the world because they
Yeah, I mean, well, and again, all his characters have been very immediate, like, oh, I gotta fill out the job form, career
Yeah.
form, oh, I gotta make a paper mache costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that crazy.
Yeah, so so a very slice of life season other than the brainwashing cult thing, but yeah. So we'll be wrapping up soon.
Yep.
Rockin' right on.
Wrap it up.
Anything else you wanted to say about the future or this episode you saw, or
Guess let's hope there's some cool psychic fights.
so there's some cool psychic fights. Cool. Right, thank you for listening to Podcast and Such. Join us next week as we watch season 3, episode 9. See you then.
Bye.